Hey, it's nutritionist and maintainable weight loss coach Trisha Mandis here, and I'm delighted because I have one of my current clients with me. Her name is Susanne. She's been a total joy to work with, and I'm really excited for her to share her story with you. She's in Colorado right now, and she's an office manager. Susanne, thanks so much for talking with us.
Sure, you bet.
So we're going to dive right in. Tell me, Susanne, and for those watching, how did you struggle with your weight and your health right before you joined the program? What was going on in your life that you were really concerned about?
Well, about 2 years ago, I started seeing a functional medicine nutritionist here in Colorado. I had gained weight. I was tired of being overweight. I was tired of having headaches and achy joints. And I did start seeing her. I changed my eating and I started taking tons of supplements. And I did lose weight pretty quickly. I lost about 10 pounds within about seven months, I think it was, 8 months. And then without changing anything, I started gaining weight and I gained all those 10 pounds back. Plus I put on another 10 pounds. So when I found Trisha, I was up 20 pounds from where I had started 2 years ago. And I'm a cyclist, and my husband and I are riding in a long ride in September, and we're leaving for Cape Coral, Florida tomorrow. And I could not fit into any of my summer clothes. So I was just thrilled when I found Trisha. And forget what we just said, 6-7 weeks, I've lost approximately 10 pounds.
So what took you, and congratulations, by the way, I'm really proud of you. So you were with a functional medicine doctor, you lost 10 pounds in 7 months, but ended up gaining 20 back. So what we were able to accomplish is helping you get 10 pounds off in 6 weeks while eating as much as you wanted, whenever you wanted. We add some variety back into your diet, actually, from where you had started. And we didn't have to put you on any additional supplements. We got you on some probiotics for yourself, but, and we didn't have to do a bunch of tests or anything like that. So what other benefits have you experienced since joining the program other than weight loss and having to buy new clothes?
Well, I have arthritis. I have severe arthritis in both of my knees. And since I'm eating optimally, which I was kind of doing anyway. I mean, I like fruits and vegetables. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables anyway. And I had kind of quit eating meat. I'm not a big meat eater anyway, but I completely cut out meat. Well, that's not true. I do eat a little bit of meat once a week, generally with my husband on Sunday nights. But my knees don't hurt, or if they hurt, it's minimal. And I get a lot of sinus headaches from eating food that I shouldn't be eating, mostly gluten. And I had pretty much cut out gluten anyway, but now I've cut it out altogether and cut out dairy, and I don't have headaches. I have a headache today because I think all of Colorado's on fire and it's very smoky here, but headaches gone, knee pain's pretty much gone. I just feel better.
Yay! And you've been able to do this, like you and your husband still go out to eat multiple times a week. You're about to go on vacation and you're going to be in Florida and you're still going to be able to eat optimally. Would you agree with that?
I agree wholeheartedly, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Great. What hesitations did you have about signing up for the program?
Well, back in, I think it was December, January, something around that time, I started eating pretty much optimally anyway, that I had pretty much cut out all meat. And it was difficult because I was making it difficult because my husband is definitely a meat eater. And instead of telling him what I wanted to do, I just gave into what he wanted. And so I think that was probably the biggest hesitation about, I've sort of tried this word of vegan thing. And people don't like hearing the word vegan. The word vegan freaks them out.
Yeah, I never use that word.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, you can't eat anything. And that's just not true. I mean, I've had people say, well, maybe it'd be easier if you could tell me what you can eat. And I said, that's not true, because I can eat just about anything. And the things that I've cut out, it doesn't matter that I've cut them out. So, but I think the biggest hesitation was, great, if I'm cutting out meat, then what are my husband and I going to do?
Right. So it was, is this going to work for my family? That was
exactly.
That was your biggest hesitation. So what we worked on together was having that conversation with your husband and what it's like to put yourself first, but then also how you can make it work together, right? Because like you said, it wasn't the best thing for you and your family to 100% cut out meat. So we didn't 100% cut it out. And just for the listener watching this right now too, who might be worried about them having to take out gluten, not everyone has to. It's like, that's what the benefit of doing a one-on-one thing and putting an individualized plan in place. Our plan for you is going to be slightly different than someone else who joins that may not have to take gluten out of their diet per se. So you were eating really healthy before you joined. So part of what we did, was we just had to do a little bit of fine tuning for the diet. It wasn't a huge, massive change for you, but those little fine tuning tweaks and making sure it was going to work for you and your husband was what you needed to get these 10 pounds off in 6 weeks. And the scale is showing no signs of stopping.
Well, and another thing was when I started gaining that weight back, talking to my functional medicine nutritionist, she wanted me to have every single test run through my doctor, and I did. I went to my doctor, I went to my endocrinologist, and we ran, I swear, we ran every single test that we could possibly run. And not only did we run them once, we ran them numerous times, like cortisol. And everything was just fine. I mean, even my endocrinologist was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so it was just a few food tweaks that we had to make without any tests. And here we are, which is awesome. I'm really proud of you, and you deserve so much credit for everything, all the changes you've made. It's like, you're really, really amazing and doing such a good job.
Thank you.
Based on your experience so far, would you recommend the program to someone else that maybe is already eating healthy, seen a naturopath or a functional medicine doctor, and they're still stuck?
I would, and I have a very dear friend. In fact, they're going to Florida with us. She was diagnosed about 1.5 years ago with breast cancer with I don't want to cry, with a really horrific type of breast cancer. And she's gone through all the chemo. She had surgery, she had chemo, she had radiation, and she's not doing so well now. And the type of cancer she has, they told her to quit eating protein because it feeds off of the protein. So she's overweight, definitely quite a bit overweight. And she knows that she needs to lose weight, but she calls herself a foodie. I mean, she and her husband go to Vegas just to eat, to go to all the cooks, all the chefs' restaurants. And she is eating, she's not eating meat, but in my opinion, she's not eating optimally. And I have said that she should call you. So I have. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about your friend, and to each their own. For some people, being a foodie, that might be a sabotaging thought, or trying a bunch of food that may be more important to her, which can be really challenging for friends. But I'm glad that she has you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful vacation coming up in Florida together. So, Susanne, now that you are on this optimal eating track and you've made amazing strides with your health in such a short time, What are you most looking forward to for your health and yourself that maybe you weren't so sure was going to be achievable before you started?
Well, to keep losing weight, I still have about 13 pounds to get down to even where I had been at my lowest point. But then I'd still like to lose. I was thinking about that at 4:30 in bed this morning when I was wide awake, thinking back to one of your other clients who said she was like 12 pounds away or something from fitting into her wedding dress. And I
Yeah.
was thinking, oh my God, when I got married back in 1991, back to what my weight was then. So I still have about 30 pounds to get there, and I don't really know that I'll do that because I think I'm in much better physical shape now than I was back then. But I'd still like to continue losing some weight and just continue to be healthy and actually get healthier. And then, like I said, one of my big goals was this bike ride in September. When we rode it 2 years ago, I was 20 pounds lighter. And the thought of riding 200 miles over 3 days with excess weight just sounds a little daunting.
You're totally going to reach that goal. You're already halfway there, and it's only
Yeah.
6 weeks. So you're totally going to get there. And if you really want to get into that wedding dress and lose 60 more pounds, you just stay close, sister, and we'll totally get you there. Or 30
I
more.
think I've tried on my wedding dress and it doesn't fit because my body shape is
Yeah, your
different.
body
But,
shape might be a little different, but the scale
yeah,
number we could definitely get you to.
yeah.
Any other comments you would like to, or thoughts you'd like to share?
Um, I just think it's a great program, and Trisha's so fun and so cheery all the time. And even when you're not cheery, she cheers you up. And even though I can't convince my husband to eat optimally all the time, he actually fought me for some food. I found this amazing potato enchilada casserole, and the night that we had it, he's like, if you want more of that, you better go get it now. And there were leftovers, and then when we were having the leftovers, I said, which, do you want this or that? He says, well, I'm definitely having the potato casseroles. You'll have to eat, or the potato enchiladas, you'll have to eat something else. And it did not have meat in it. So
Yeah, when the food tastes good, it's hard to not eat it.
yeah, it is.
So that's
So,
great. You're rubbing off on him. And
yeah.
yeah, you guys, I say this to my clients all the time, but you guys always make my day better. Hearing about your successes, and so these calls are the best part of my day. So
Good.
thanks so much, Susanne.
You bet.